Hi there, to be honest, I'm really sorry that you are struggling finding housing at the moment, as I went through this countless times. But at the same time, I'm happy that you are here, as I know I can help you get more viewings by just following my daily routine. As a third year student in Groningen, I have lived in 4 different places in the past 2.5 years. Reason for why I learned that finding housing in the Netherlands might seem to be about luck or paying thousands of euros in agency fees, but this is actually not true. Finding housing in the Netherlands is actually more about being persistent and following a strict schedule for weeks and months. So if you think that you might be doing the wrong thing, let me show you what was my daily routine for the last summer. Before I get into showing you my housing routine, I want to explain to you why having an exact schedule that you'll follow each day is so important. Searching for housing has always been kind of like a video game or sport. It's about figuring out the best strategy to beat your opponents, either by outsmarting them or putting more effort and time. I'm not sure if this is your first time hunting for a place or if you have done this a couple of times in the past, but what I can assure you is that you'll have to try harder. At the moment in the Netherlands, the housing crisis has never been more hectic. Reason for why in 2024 there were 4 cities from the Netherlands ranked in the top 10 most expensive cities to rent in Europe. And this is because of a concept called supply and demand. I want you to guess in your head right now, how many people do you think on average applied for a place in 2024? 3, 2, 1. The exact number is 40. 40 different people were interested in renting the same place, which is kind of crazy number. And when I first read this, it seemed insane to me, but made so much sense. The housing market in 2024 is incredibly imbalanced on the favor of landlords, making them free to charge premium rents as they will simply always find tenants ready to pay. Now that you have understood what it takes, let's go into it. In case all of the information I said until now, it was difficult for you to understand and you would want it in a PDF file, you will be able to read everything in our detailed ebook that we wrote for you. In this, we cover everything you need to know about the housing situation and the strategy I used that I think will help you to find a place. Because we didn't want the videos to become too long, we left more details in this ebook about how to use each website and what you should do based on how much time do you have left. We recommend you to use well-known websites like Pararius, Kamernet, Funda or Hurvoningen, because we have also used it for ourselves and also recommend it for others. Besides this, we will also be looking into housing complex websites like SSH, for example. So first, we will be looking into Pararius, and finding this you have to search on Google Pararius, and when you will be on the website you can send some messages by creating an account. After you have logged in, you have to introduce the city that you are interested in, and for example we will start with Amsterdam. After searching for Amsterdam you will find the list with different places, and you will also have a filter option where you can introduce the amount price that you want to spend on your rent. This will help you to search for housing that you can actually afford. After getting the filtered list of places, let's say we will like this room, you will then see the description. If you're going to the bottom of the page, you will find the map to be able to locate your room better. After that, you'll have to contact the estate agent pressing this button, where you'll need to introduce your motivation to be the tenant, and after that your personal information. Now that we finished with Pararius, we are going to the next website. The next one will be Kamernet. You'll have also to search Kamernet on Google. You'll have to introduce the place where you want to rent. You'll have to select the type of place that you want to rent, and also you have to introduce the maximum price. We also have to mention that sending a message through Kamernet will be possible only by buying a subscription, 38 euros per 1 month and 75 euros per 3 months. We recommend you to use Kamernet with 1 or 2 months before moving to the Netherlands. After clicking on the first room that you like, you'll be redirected to a page where you can find more details about this room and the availability time. You'll also have to introduce the same personal details and the same motivation letter that you can find on our website. Now that I told you all the housing website that you should use, the routine that you should have is the following one. Every day at around 9 to 10 in the morning, you'll have to wake up and send as many messages as you can on these websites for the new listings. Important to mention, 9 to 10 a.m. in the Netherlands, which is UTC plus 1. This is because most of the landlords post their listings in the morning. Besides this, we also recommend go on these websites in the evening because there might be some landlords that can post at that time. And now, an additional thing to your routine is emailing agencies. What we have found from personal experience is that agencies first post their listings in their email list. For you to be on that list, you'll have to search on that agency on Google and create an account on their agency page. You can contact your university for finding a full list of agencies, because in general the universities have a list of partner agencies that they are working with. Also, how you can find these agencies is to go on Pararius or the other websites and check who posted the list. And by doing that, you can find the name of the agency, and after that you can search it on Google. On that note, you can also check the housing complex websites. Important to mention is that in general on these websites the listings are posted twice a year. For the summer summer listings, it's gonna be around May, and for the second semester, it's gonna be around the winter period. This is important because these are like lottery systems. First come, first serve. There are a lot of people who want to get a place because the rents are in general lower and they are very safe. So the chances to get a place like this are very small. There are more companies that have these housing complexes, and the most well-known are Xior and SSH. This can be found in many different cities, and in some cases there are multiple locations in only one city. And in the ebook we will give you more details about the other ones. So by finding SSH, you'll have to search just SSH on Google. First of all, you'll have to log in and you'll have to create basically your account, and you'll find the cities where SSH has rental places. And for example, let's say that we want to rent a place in Rotterdam. Check our long stay availability in Rotterdam. Check for the short stay offer or for the long stay offer. You'll find, for example, this room. For renting it, you have to press on this room and book this accommodation. And this is it. From here, you'll need to follow their steps. Okay, and lastly, we would recommend to use Facebook groups. In the Netherlands, they are very popular, and there are even Facebook groups with more than 100,000 users. Because of this, there are going to be many listings, but you have to be aware of scammers because there is a lot of them. Go on groups. We want to search for Amsterdam. After joining a group, you'll have to search for listings. The main thread for the Facebook group will be scammers. To check if an account is a scammer or not, you have to check their details, which are their names, their profile picture, and the date when the account was made. So if it is created less than a year ago, there is a high chance to be a scammer. Also, one other thing to look into is the number of friends they have. If that number is extremely high or extremely low, that's a huge red flag. Now that we have talked about everything, I want to give you a quick recap. From now on, when you are going to be searching for housing in the morning and in the evening, please check the website that we already mentioned in this video. Send messages to everyone in your filtered list, because having more options that maybe you don't like that much can result in actually getting a place, and then you'll have more time to search for something that you actually like. Last but not least, don't forget to check Facebook regularly and also the student housing complex website, because you never know when you can find something available. In case you are interested, check out our ebook on findstudenthousing.nl. Thank you for watching our video, and we hope we helped you. See you next time. Bye.